It's 4:25 a.m. This is session 4. Today is going to be another cardiovascular day. I think we're going to incorporate more of the treadmill instead of the calisthenic workout, just because of the benefits that a treadmill-based workout can get you versus calisthenics. Unfortunately, it being a lot more beneficial, and so I feel like that is what we're going to do. It's also tougher. The calisthenic workout, you can stop at any point, and that's unfortunate because your body's fatiguing, the muscles, and you can just stop. Like the treadmill keeps you going because you physically have to go and press the button, and as long as you fight it mentally, like a little longer, keep going, even though you have pain, even though you're fatigued, even though you're tired. That is much easier to do running on a machine than it is to do like calisthenic wise, because you could just stop. Easy. It's so easy for you to stop. So I guess the how easy it is to stop makes you want to stop, and then you have less of a cardiovascular benefit than running and being able to go longer or faster on a machine. The reason I think is because like your heart is adapting to that exertion for that period of time, and so it's going to remember that period of when you were like really exhausted, and it's going to get better. And that's how we generally fluctuate. It's like your brain is telling you to keep going because you need to have it or you're gonna die. And evolutionarily, those people survive. Like being chased by a fucking tiger and you're tired. And you're fucking tired. And the tiger's been chasing you and chasing you. It's getting tired too. And so it's been chasing you, and then you're really you're exerting everything you have to keep yourself alive. And so that's the way, unfortunately, that's the way I think about everything, is like as easy as a caveman can do it. It's like, did a caveman do this? It's like, probably did, to survive. And so now it's going to adapt because it's going to remember that, oh shit, you tried to fight off a lion, you burned off a bunch of calories, and you did it for this period of time to where you kept going and you survived. Now your body's going to reward that, and it's going to have, that survival memory. And so if you have that in the gym, which is going until complete exhaustion and going a little bit longer, the capability or the capability of its success and its potentials for helping you are so much that it's just going to help you. And so that's why we need to have it more. Unfortunately, it's a necessary evil, because it sucks to do it. Absolutely, it's brutal. But if you do it, you will see the results. And today I was even debating not going. But I'm like, I was a little bit of a bad boy yesterday, and I drank some whiskey. And so today we're burning it off. We're gonna hit the sauna because it's a good detox. But even with that, even if you do cheat here and there, as long as you're not making it consistent, you still will lose weight on this. This is how awesome this is, This is going to work for you. It's going to work for you. It's going to work for anybody that does it. Even me doing it for so long at this point that, my body's become accustomed to this, because now it's like, oh, he's losing weight. And so, it makes it a little harder for me each time to do it, but it still works. Even though it's like, might be 6 pounds, 7 pounds, but it's a 7 pounds of, really good fat that you're shredding. So, we'll see if I can just document the log, the body log that I have going on. You can see I'm a little heavier, but, microscopically looking better, microscopically. But we'll see, about, because this is the body log of videos. So we'll see how this one looks, and then the next one, we're on in session 4. Session 3 was a rest day. Session 2, we did the treadmill. Session 1 was just full body weight and no treadmill. So first day was just muscle, resistance, weightlifting. And so we kept it to that day for Monday, just as like, an introduction, kind of like, all right, this is easy type of bullshit. Like all right, hit day 2, not so easy. Day 3, rest. Now day 4, day 5, consequential, like sequence. Okay. And we're really going to go until my body tells me I can't. So it could be after Mark. Maybe I go day 3. Maybe day 4 is my rest. Really listen to your body here. You can make your second day your rest day. Listen to your body. Always listen to your body. If something hurts and you feel like you can't go, don't go. Listen to your body. So that's what we're going to do. See how tomorrow goes. I could even throw a rest day in between that and still have the added bonus of the 14-day trial. So 14-day trial is just really to get you looking good again. And that's what we're going to do. So we have it planned out. We're going to do some push-ups, pull-ups, lat pull-downs. Maybe, that changes for me. If the lat pull-down's not feeling it, tricep dips. But again, only limit to 3. And then we go to the treadmill where we're going to have an excruciating workout, which is, like from last video, 2 to 3 minute intervals, 6.5. Let's hope we get bang for even 3 to 4. So it's whatever your body's telling you. If you can hit the 2 to 3, hit the 2 to 3. If you can go more, go more. It's as long as you can physically take it. If you can go to 5 minutes, go to 5 minutes. I mean, these are periods of like maybe 6.5 is easy for you. Go to 7. If it's now we're getting to a point, it's like, okay, I'm not doing sprints, but I'm like, this hurts to do, for just 2 minutes, for 3 minutes, whatever it is that hurts to do for you, do it at that speed. I wouldn't think it for people it's 9, to go 9 at the treadmill, but maybe they can do it and it doesn't hurt them at all. If you got that, man, good for you. Because I do not have that at all. Even me being like really, really fit. I'm just like, dude, I'm a 6.57, and eventually you start getting really good at it, and then you can go for like 7 for a while. So maybe you can crush it to 8, and there you go, 2 to 3 minutes. So whatever speed for you is good enough to where you're banging out 2 to 3 minutes. Then we lower it. Then we do a jogging episode, which is going to be 3 to 5 if you can handle it that long. Whatever you can go towards jogging. So the way it should work is this pyramid where you start running, where we're doing very cardiovascular high type of workout. Then we're going to go down to a jogging episode where it's a little bit tough on the heart, but not that much. We're in between. We're in an in-between zone. Then finally walking, and if you don't need to walk, just go back in between those two, the sprinting and the jogging. Not the sprint. Well, I don't want to say sprinting because, again, we're not sprinting. This is not a physical sprint. Where you're exerting yourself for 100%, and we're doing that for 1 minute to 2 minutes. No. This is a running episode for 2 to 3 minutes where, it's like the step below that. And so we're going to do that. And that is what the zone, in between the zone of running and the zone, because we're not going to just stop. We're going to go to jogging after. And that is what really triggers this and really helps it. Because now it's just adapting from a high intensity to a mid intensity, and that's what builds it. Not just dropping all the way down, which is what a lot of sprinters do. But again, they sprint a lot. They don't sprint like, I'm gonna do 5 sprints and then stop and walk, then do no. We're gonna do like 30 sprints, 40 sprints, and that's what works for sprinters. But we're not doing. I also don't want to make a loud fucking ruckus, me banging on the treadmill because of my body mass. I still make noise because I'm a big dude and I'm moving pretty quickly on that thing, but it's not as much as, which is annoying for everybody who's in the gym, and it's like there's no music playing. So that is what we're going to do for session 4, which should only take about, if we stick to 40 to 50 minutes, an hour and a half, because I know myself. We're going to do an hour and a half of that, and I might do a body log, which also takes me a little bit to do. I can also save it for the next time, so I don't have to necessarily do a body log for this one. I can do a body log for the next one, and we could really see the difference in just a matter of days. So I might reserve it for that time. So back to regular dieting, back to being, this is Monday. People start really well on Mondays. And so back to regular dieting, back to being, really good about what meals you're choosing for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner. Be mindful that if you're going to choose a breakfast meal, make it a large breakfast meal, make it healthy things, don't make it too bad for you. And if it's going to be a big meal, make sure it lasts you all the way to dinner. And then for dinner, have something small before you go to bed. That's fine. But I mean by something small is that it doesn't fill you up. You're not overly sedated from the food. You don't feel too bloated. Like even if you're going to do something kind of unhealthy, like, it's going to be white rice. We're going to have some fatty meat, whatever you choose as a side dish, some potatoes, some mashed potatoes even, make sure the cup of rice that you have is just 1 cup serving. Make sure the mashed potatoes you eat is like 2 spoonfuls at best. We're not doing too much mashed potatoes because that does have a lot of carbs, more than rice. And then we're going to do the fatty meats, which we're going to, hopefully you shredded a good amount of the fat, because in a low carb diet, you're still concerned about fats. Unfortunate as it is, those things become sugar. Those things get stored. What is your body going to do with excess fat? It's going to store it, obviously, right? It's not going to be like automatically burned, even though just sitting, you're burning fat, unless you're, moving around or doing some physical labor. If you're sitting all day and you're eating fat and even just a little bit of carbs, you're still going to gain weight, or at least maintain. And that's not what we're trying to do. So we're going to physically exert ourselves and then reward ourselves with some little bit of things, but not doing it too heavy, especially around dinner time. That is where you got to be very carb conscious and very fat conscious. So make sure it's protein heavy, like a protein shake, which again has little to no content of peanut butter or bananas or whatever you're deciding to put in that. Make sure, but if you're gonna eat heavy, do it in the morning. So this is day 4. Let's see how it goes. Let's do it.